Hi guys, I thought that with Thanksgiving week I would do a really quick video on a pattern haul of a couple of patterns that I've bought over the last, I would say, month and a half, of course, when these go on sale, and one that I won from a local store. So let me go through these so you guys can go back to enjoying Thanksgiving. But I went ahead and got Simplicity 9845. I thought this was a great pattern, and as I've mentioned before, I love these authentic vintage reproductions. I think this is a really nice pattern for just like a quick make. It only has 3 pieces, and of course I can hack it in so many different ways, perhaps with just the top, or maybe even add in a placket. So I thought that was a really nice pattern. I also got this pattern off of Etsy. It is actually a really old pattern, but I really like the fact that you have princess seams and also an A-line skirt. Let me show you kind of like the line drawings, because I think that's where you really kind of get to see the full view of that. And I really like this pattern because you're seeing a lot of patterns like this, but usually the skirt has gathers by the skirt, and I really prefer not to have gathers. So when I saw this, I really thought this is a really nice pattern to have, and I can make it in many different ways. And of course, the princess seams gives me a really nice finish, and it's just a really nice way to go ahead and adjust this pattern. So I got that. I also got this pattern from a local store in Evanston. They were having a raffle for their anniversary, and I got this pattern from them. This is the Tamarack Jacket from Grainline Studio, and I went ahead and found some cotton fabric. It has taken me a long time to just kind of rifle through cottons and things that I like, because I have to say a lot of the cotton fabric that is out there, it's mostly for quilting and not so much for apparel. So I really had to look through and just go through a lot of stuff to find something that I liked. Here is a pattern that I'm excited to make, and definitely I'm going to have to make some changes to this pattern. But this pattern is from, how old is this pattern? 2022, which not that old, but a year old. But this is Abby McCall's, and it's McCall's 8045. I really like that it is tapered. I will have to, however, do a zipper expansion, and I know how to do that, so I'm not worried about that. But I really like the tapered. I really like that front yoke. I'm actually just finished adjusting the alllll jeans from Chalk and Notch, and it has taken me a while to adjust those because they are tapered, they are stretch, and usually I try to use a top-down, center-out method created by Ruth, but I know that is going to be a little bit hard to do with any pants that are tapered. I'm going to try, but of course, I have a whole slew of things that I have to adjust. But anyhow, I got this pattern. I also got this pattern. It is McCall's 8240. And Vicky Sews has they have a dress that looks like this. And also Mimi G has a dress, a long knit dress that has this. But I know that I'm not going to wear a dress like this, but I really like that placket. And then they also had some sort of a placket with buttons and a collar, and also something with like a band. So I really thought that this is a great fall, winter make. And I have a bunch of knits here that I can kind of make them. And of course, I love that it comes in all the sizes, so I can make it for my daughter too. And guys, I got this pattern. It had been on my list for quite some time. It had been on my list for quite some time. And I had gone to all of our local Joann's to see if I could find it. I know it is on simplicity.com, but I finally was able to find it. I've seen somebody in Minerva that has this and they made it into a woven and also a t-shirt. So I think this is like a nice little wardrobe pattern to have. And I got fabric for this already. I also got this pattern. As I mentioned, I am making the alllll jeans from Chalk and Notch, and I wanted to get this pattern because it has a really similar silhouette, but the pant leg is a little bit more tapered. So I'm thinking that once I'm done making the alllll jeans, I'm going to tackle this right away, just because, as I mentioned, the silhouette is pretty similar. And one thing that I've noticed from the alllll jeans, they are drafted for somebody who's 5'7" and I'm 5'5", so I've had to make a lot of cutting and adjusting just for the length. So I really want to try these to see if I like them more, and the fit is a little bit better. I got this pattern, another Simplicity authentic vintage pattern. And guys, I'm not into the dresses, but I did love View C, which is that it's kind of like a small, I don't even know what to call it, a jacket? What do they call it? They call it a jacket. And of course, you don't have line drawings with this, but I thought that was a really fun jacket. And I also saw the gathers on the sides and the sleeve, and how it really scoops up down on the bust line, and of course you have to wear something under it. So I thought this was a really fun pattern to have. I don't think I'll ever make that dress because the amount of fabric that you need for it is between 8 and 7/8 yards and 6.5 yards. So yeah, that's not for the dress, definitely for the jacket. Of course, I got some of these through somebody that had sent me a box to donate patterns. And I actually saw some of these and I'm like, oh, I really like some of these. So I kept some of these. But for whatever one that I kept, and I think I kept maybe like 5 or 6, I probably added 10 to the box that I donated to my daughter's fashion school program. They have a little program for fashion. And the teacher had sent an email saying that the students it was like Christmas, because I had donated a lot of patterns that, along with the box that this follower sent. But I also included some of the patterns that I knew that they just looked too youthful for me. And I know that my daughter is not going to wear them. So I said, send them out into the world. And sure enough, the kids loved it. But I love this nice raglan sleeves. I think is another quick make to do, and it's large. It might be a little too large for my daughter, but I definitely kept it. Butterick 5466, another one of these patterns that I kept. It's a nice, simple to do skirt, but I kept it because I feel like this pattern like this, I can hack it in so many different ways. So I kept that. I also kept this pattern. I believe it might be out of print. This is Simplicity 1425, but I love the peplum on this. There is a Vogue pattern, another one that I have not been able to find, and I told you guys about because on my video for 1.5 yards of fabric, it is in there. But I definitely love all of that. So I definitely kept this pattern when I saw it. And I even loved the picture on the model with the inset of fabric. I just feel like it's something that you can really dress up or dress down. Another one of these Butterick patterns. This is another one that I have been looking for quite some time. And it's a pants pattern. And guys, I'm definitely trying to make more pants. I may actually have 2 on the QE right now that I'm working on, along with a skirt from Chalk and Notch. But I've had to make a lot of adjustments. I've had to make a lot of adjustments because my body is changing, and I know that some of you have noticed it. And it's crazy to say that it has really thrown me for a loop. Some things that have fitted really well no longer do. So I don't know at this point, either do I go back and readjust these things because I like some of these fabrics a lot, or do I make them again? Anyhow, I got this pattern for a nice pair of tapered pants, which I know that I would wear quite a bit. And last but not least, I got this Jiffy pattern. I love these really quick patterns from Jiffy, just 3 pattern pieces. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes after making all these coats, after making pants and adjusting, after making some of these dresses that take a while to adjust, to make, to line, I just need kind of like some of these quick pattern that are just kind of like palette cleansers to just get back at it. Because I feel like once I do some of those really intensive patterns, I lose a little bit of steam. So guys, that is it for my patterns. If you got any patterns lately, let me know in the comments below. I know I have been trying to keep up with the sales at Joann's and tell you guys what's going on. I'm trying to like actually go to the store and see what is on sale based on the signs. But obviously a lot of things are changing at Joann's, and a lot of things seem to be changing at Joann's as the day goes. So I'll definitely try to keep up with that. Of course, always try to check out the simplicity.com website. They have a lot of sales, a lot of great sales. And I will usually say that shipping takes about a week. They don't update their website telling you like, okay, when they says fulfillment, it's actually already shipped. And it takes about a week to get to you. And shipping, of course, it all depends where you located and how many patterns you have. So, but definitely also check out that. And of course, it's Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving. If you are here in the States, I am so thankful for every single one of you that watches my channel. Thank you so much. So happy Thanksgiving. And of course, there's going to be a ton of sales for Black Friday that are still going on. So definitely go check those out, especially on all of those indie pattern makers. And I know that we wait for those sales to get some of those patterns. So I will see you next time. Bye.